There's got to be a smarter method of doing that. The growth of social media is something that cannot be avoided any longer. But sometimes it is good to lose customers also if they're not doing good for you. So DATAWISE was born as an accident. How do I now decide that only some of them should take my attention? I don't think we can measure customers' satisfaction. The world has woken up to AI, but we had woken up to AI even before that. We did not have computers with adequate speed, computing speed. If my product is good, it will sell. Pursuit of satisfaction of a customer. It's called satisfaction. Every client, every company wants to get into the head of the customer. MSMEs face a different challenge. Going and knocking hundreds of doors, knowing that only 2 of those doors will open.
Hi, Namaste, welcome to ITTV. Today's our special guest, DATAWISE, founder and CEO, now Managing Director, Mr. Vinay Kumar is with us. He is a very versatile personality, worked in many industries. Presently, they are offering many innovative AI products. So, we will try to explore this journey, which will be the helpful to many startups and as well as the industry people. There might be facing many challenges. So what kind of solutions they are offering and also what kind of the solutions are there in the industry. These are all the things we will try to explore. Hello sir, welcome to ITTV.
Thank you so much.
Sir, before we begin, we discuss about the DATAWISE. Give us a small information about how your career journey started, sir.
So DATAWISE was born as an accident. It was not something that I intended. I have a very long career and a very enjoyable one. Worked in multiple disciplines in multiple countries all over the world. But when I was the CEO of a BPO company prior to starting DATAWISE, one of my colleagues said, I don't think we can measure customers' satisfaction. And that somehow did not strike me as good. I said, how is it that you cannot understand what is customer satisfaction? And I said, I have to get to the bottom of it. And that is when I said, it is enough. I will quit this company and focus on understanding customers' behavior better. It started me on 2 journeys. One journey was towards getting my PhD or working towards a PhD. The second journey was starting a company to explore how to understand customers' behavior better. That is the genesis of DATAWISE.
Now everybody recognized the importance of customer satisfaction level. So offering the products related to that. But you taken that point at a very early stage because might be you worked in BPO, there it is very important. So after you thought on those lines, what is the first initiative, like how it was begin? Like there is technology challenge again. You have a thought process, you have an idea. So to establish as an IT company which is focusing on customer satisfaction level. So what kind of the technology challenges you faced and how you overcome at that level?
That's a very good question. In fact, when we started DATAWISE in 2003, we did not have proper internet connections. Most of the connections were dial-up connections. We did not have computers with adequate speed, computing speed. But my vision was somehow to get everybody connected, a customer connected to a company using technology. And that vision probably was ahead of its time, because by that time people were still talking about, I don't know how to find out a customer, I should call him, I should talk to him. We said no, there's got to be a smarter method of doing that. And that smarter method in our mind was using technology. So in fact we developed our first product called Satisactual, which actually means active pursuit of satisfaction of a customer. It's called Satisactual. That started because of this thought process. Of course, we built a product right from scratch, used technology to the extent available, both in an online and an offline mode because internet was not fully available, and connecting seamlessly between the customer and the client. So that was our genesis.
So here, nowadays, people are taking the information, feedback from the customers, but not utilizing that data properly. Is there any lacking you observed in recent times?
I think that is a continuous challenge. Every client, every company wants to get into the head of the customer. It is not always possible. Customers keep changing their mind. Sometimes they say, we want to watch one movie, and then they'll say, no, we want to watch another movie. Sometimes same hero, they will like one movie, another movie with the same hero, they will not like. To understand the mentality of a customer is the most difficult and complex activity. Fortunately for us, the field of data analytics has emerged in the last 15 years. And data analytics has now enabled us to understand, using data, the behavior of various people. So I gave an example of movie, but that applies equally well to any other product. Suppose you go to a shopping mall and you want to buy some product. You want to buy soap, you want to buy toothpaste, or you want to buy cigarettes. Every time we are doing that, we are leaving data behind, and that data can be used to determine how frequently do I buy something, where do I buy it, when do I buy it, how do I buy it, how do I pay for it. And once you have captured all the data, I can use that to profile a specific customer behavior, and that helps to then decide how should I sell next to him, what should I sell next to him, will he buy or will he not buy. So that entire field has now become very strong. It's, of course, everybody knows it as business analytics, but this is now being used by most of the larger companies. I know smaller companies have still not adapted, but larger companies.
Correct, sir. Larger companies, they have the infrastructure, capability and facilities, they definitely implement. Now in India, there are many MSMEs. They are trying to adopt the technology. They are trying to take this kind of advantage, but still there is a dilemma. Whether can I go? Is my company in that level or not? This kind of dilemma is there. What do you suggest for those many companies?
MSMEs face a different challenge. MSMEs are typically owner-led, owner-driven, and an owner typically sets up a company with his limited knowledge of a very specific domain. For example, if I am into, let us say, furniture manufacturing, I will only know about furniture manufacturing. I will not know all the other attendant areas. For example, how do I improve my HR process? How do I improve my sales processes? How do I improve my accounting processes? They might not be aware of it, and they need not be. For them to scale, the biggest challenge is to get out of the owner mindset. And what is the owner mindset? Owner mindset for an MSME is typically to say, I must control everything. I must be an expert in everything. That has got to change.
Basically, suppose if we take the furniture example, always he think if I take the proper raw material, if I have a proper team to bring up to the finished goods, that will be the enough for him. He don't think further about the marketing practices, technology adoption, opportunities when he comes to make an online store, or as you told, do I really need to implement the HR practices here, or is my customer satisfied? What is his expectation? According to his expectation, what I can improve from my organization? This kind of a thought process, definitely there is no that much. Only whether I am able to take the proper raw material, am I able to do the finished goods? These are only the things he thinks I am expertise on that. So what is your message for the people who has this kind of mindset?
I think the biggest thing that has to happen is how do I expand my horizons? You correctly mentioned about using online platforms, for example. Today, every human being in this world probably uses the mobile to with some apps to go and buy something or to do some transactions. That inhibition about using technology has to go. We had done a study among MSMEs in and around Hyderabad to find out what is the impact of using technology. And what we discovered is that those MSMEs which decided to adapt technology saw almost a 30% improvement in their profitability. So it is possible, provided you get out of that mindset to say, oh, I don't understand technology, it's too complex for me. So you have to get out of that. It does not mean that you need to start learning yourself.
That is not expense. That is the way to get a more profit.
Absolutely.
So next, coming to along with this data analytics, what are all the major products you are offering from the DATAWISE?
So we started, as I mentioned to you, we started with something very simple called Satisactual. Today that is one of our flagship products. It is being used by about 50 companies in about 23 countries all over the world. So very well established and very well recognized. But once we did that, the next thing we saw is that there is a big gap in the banking domain. Not just the current banking domain, but the last mile connections. How do I reach out to a village? How do I reach out to a person who is currently unbanked? And that gave rise to our next product, which we called Infinity. And the purpose of Infinity is to provide last mile connectivity. Today, for a person who is living in a city, getting a loan is very easy because he has got an established credit record, people know his background, people see his salary slip. How do I do the same thing for a person in a village? I have my own credit underwriting scoring mechanism built into Infinity. So that enables last mile connectivity. That is our next product.
So this definitely impact many people, sir. So who need financial assistance to grow further, this product will help and create an impact in most of the people who are at far distance from the cities. Next, sir, along with the Infinity.
Once we did that, we also said that two other things started developing. One of them is the growth of social media, and today it is impossible. In fact, our conversation is also part of social media. The growth of social media is something that cannot be avoided any longer. So if you want to be visible, you have to be visible on social media. That's a given. But social media has got both its positives and negatives. So controlling that animal is a big requirement for most companies. Therefore, we said we must find out a method to measure and manage social media. So we came out with our own product called Meow, M-E-O-W. Meow stands for Measurement of Effective Online Wow, Meow. And what do? We can track the performance of any company on Twitter, now it's called X, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, you name it, any platform which is there on social media, we can measure it, benchmark your performance against your competitors and say what do you need to do to improve so that you remain in limelight. That is our second product which came out of social media. Our third product which came out, which is called OptiLogs. OptiLogs is an optimization solution which is much more a data analytics solution. Today everybody is trying to maximize profit, minimize cost, optimize the outcome. Earlier it was not like that. Earlier everybody was saying, let us only focus on quality. If my product is good, it will sell. No, that mantra is now gone. Now it is about optimization. So OptiLogs is an optimization solution which works based on templating a good practice across a larger community. Let me try and explain. Suppose we have got Fresh as a store which is doing exceedingly well in one location. But in other locations that same Fresh is not doing well. Can I now create an imprint which helps me to take this existing good practice from one place and establish it in other places also, so that I optimize my outcome.
So people who want to grow as a franchise business or people who are maintaining the chains, retail chains, hotel chains, those are all can take the advantage of this product. So they can implement the successful formulas from one successful store to all other stores.
That's correct.
So along with this, sir, optics.
So OptiLogs. So these are our four big brands that we have. We also have a segmentation tool. Now I'm getting into the complexities of data analytics. Let me explain a bit. So let us say you have got about 1,000 customers and you want to service all those 1,000 customers, but your attention span is limited, your ability is limited. How do I now decide that only some of them should take my attention? How do I decide which ones I don't want at all? And that process of determining your customer churn is important, because the ones who are giving me maximum profit I should retain. The ones who are giving me losses I should say thank you very much, I don't want to service you anymore. Unfortunately, the mentality is to say I don't want to lose customers, but sometimes it is good to lose customers also if they are not doing good for you. We created a product called Crest. Crest is a segmentation tool. What does it mean? I will continuously keep looking at your customer data to determine which ones to keep following, which ones to retain, which ones to push up and which ones to let go.
So that will ultimately increase the profitability of the organization. So and also we are nothing to worry about all the customers when we offer the products and services. So based on the segments, any organization can come up with the right product or right service. For this will.
So let me give one example. When you go to a bank, every bank has got a branch manager, and the branch manager is given targets which he has to achieve every month. So he will call up his customers and say, please make more deposits with us, or these are the loans I should give. Now a branch will typically have thousands of customers. A branch manager cannot talk to everybody individually in a month. So if I tell him, please focus only on these 50 customers. So the branch manager will talk to those 50. The next level will talk to the next 100. So that prioritization happens.
So automatically the scope of work will reduce, result will grow.
Absolutely.
Productivity will improve. Next, coming to the AI, I heard you are working on some of the AI products. Can you give us?
So in the last couple of years, especially after ChatGPT became so popular, the world has woken up to AI. But we had woken up to AI even before that. 2 or 3 things started happening. One is availability of computing power improved immensely. So our work became easier. While earlier we were working with in-house servers, now we work with cloud computing. So we can process faster, we can do more work. I'll give you a couple of examples of the kind of work that we do. One of our clients is incidentally into video production. And when they do video production, they will have a conversation in a certain language, but they want to dub it in a different language. when you want to do the dubbing, how do I ensure that the same phrase, which for example now I'm saying in English, how do I get it into Telugu with the same lip movement? So we do that using, for one of our clients, we do that using artificial intelligence. Another of our clients.
So for any movie now, if it is a Telugu movie, they can dub into any language in the world with the help of this tool. But coming to budgets and how feasible it is.
So let me give you the alternative. Then we can see whether it is right or wrong. The alternative to it was, if you look at all the movies which are being shot, they're being shot multiple times.
Correct.
So a hero will deliver the same dialogue, let us say in Telugu, then he will deliver it in Tamil, then he will deliver it in Hindi. So the same shot is shot thrice. Versus it is shot only once. You can do the conversation in the background.
Yeah, if you calculate all those costs, definitely anything will be feasible.
It will be more effective. Yeah.
More effective. So next, sir, this
is one example. The second example that I wanted to give you is one of our clients generates a lot of documents because their people go to the fields and do servicing of their equipment, and every field person has to prepare what is called a field report, and they come and submit the field reports to the head office, and the head office then processes those field reports to release their payments. But while they are doing that, there is also a lot of data that the field engineer is collecting, and that information is embedded in those reports. Nobody has the time or the energy to read those reports and to make any sense out of it. So we use a technology which practically reads those reports, converts them into a database, and provides them in the form of graphs to our clients. So the client does not need to read any of those big reports. Each report is about 20-30 pages. Instead of reading those reports, in one graph simply they get the entire answer. This is all done using AI. From paper to BI, business intelligence, all done using AI only. There is one more example.
So all your thoughts and your products and your offerings are very innovative, and they will give immediate outcomes, or immediate either profit will generate or their customer satisfaction will improve. So very interesting. Here I want to ask one point, sir. Many startups in India especially, they are coming up with one idea and trying to implement solution through the digital product only. They are thinking that having or building that digital product itself make them successful without having proper domain knowledge, expertise, basic level. So how far it is going to be successful, and what do you suggest?
I think that's a brilliant question. I keep mentoring a lot of companies, so I see a lot of ideation happening. Good ideation happening, bad ideation happening. I think those who are coming with the ideas need to take a pause. I keep advising a lot of founders. I tell them, if you got an idea, sleep for at least 7 days and then wake up and say, are you still thinking as passionately about the idea, or has the passion reduced? If the passion is reduced, it means that it is not the right idea. I don't think the current generation follows that. They get so excited about something because they think they are the only people who can think about an idea. So that is number one. Pause. Very simple. Number two is passion. What does that mean? That if you have an idea and you strongly believe in it, then you need to keep researching enough, talking to enough people, getting brickbats, getting pushback, getting angry comments from as many people as possible, so that you can determine whether it is okay or not. Third is partnership. What does it mean? You cannot make any product successful on your own. A lot of founders think it is my idea, it belongs to me, I am the owner of it, I am the genesis. That will not work. Today, to succeed in any technology product, you must have partners. Collaborate with as many people as you can. Others have good ideas. Combine with them to create something which is more better.
So these are all the steps definitely takes their journey towards success. Correct, sir. When they have a subsidiary skills in their partnership team or in their team, definitely the success quotient will increase.
Absolutely. If I can just add 2 more points. So I've already told 3 P's. I want to add 2 more P's.
Please.
Like Philip Kotler said, 5 P's. I'll talk about 2 more P's. Number 4 is success of a company is a process. So that P of process is extremely important. What does process mean? I cannot do the next step until I've done the previous step. People sometimes think, if I got a brilliant idea, it will succeed. Idea by itself will not succeed. Once you have got an idea, you need to find out, go to market, find the pricing, find who are the buyers, find whether there is a competition, whether it will be acceptable. If you have not done any of these, then the process is not complete. And then obviously make it commercially viable. So this is the P of the process. And the last P that I want to talk about is product. Today, everybody is passionate about creating products. Product creation requires immense amount of investment. It requires a lot of patience, and it requires an ability to build traction with customers. Merely creating a product which is very brilliant or looks very good is not a mantra for success. So the product journey has got multiple elements to it. How do I get it to work? How do I test it? Is it working the way it is supposed to work? How do I debug it? How do I ensure that my first client onboards seamlessly? How do I take care of customer support? And each of these elements has got to be thought through if a product has to be successful. So these are the 5 P's I thought I should talk about.
So these are all the things will help to bring the successful product. Past, partnership, passion, process, product. These are all the things to bring the successful product. But once after bringing the successful product, promoting and being successful commercially is again another challenge.
So you have actually brought in Michael Porter's point about promotion, which is the biggest P, I guess.
So in the second level, what do you suggest, sir?
I think a lot of people are nowadays been saying, if you want to fail, fail fast. And that has been talked about a lot. I have a different take on it. I think failing fast is meant for people who have a lot of money. A founder's mentality has to be to say, I will stick to it no matter what to make it succeed. That requires much more of involvement in the entire journey. That requires going and knocking hundreds of doors, knowing that only 2 of those doors will open. And that requires persistence, that requires perseverance, it requires patience. I'm throwing a lot of P's now, but all of these are important to ensure that a product actually succeeds. People give up. I have a simple mantra for success. I say it is the 4th knock which is important. Let me explain what I mean by that. If I call somebody the first time and I say, will you buy my product? And the person says no. I call again the second time, will you buy my product? The customer says no. I call a third time, again the customer says no. I give up. Actually, it is the 4th call which will succeed. We stop because we think, oh, this person is not interested. We fail, we forget that success comes from persistence. If your product is good, if everything is good, you need to persist. I hope that explains.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So definitely these are the suggestions are priceless for the startup companies or the entrepreneurs kind of mindset. People who are having entrepreneur kind of mindset definitely take these points to grow their journey. So next coming to DATAWISE again. So now these kind of innovative or unique products are came up with the DATAWISE along with you. What are all the team supported you to take this DATAWISE to this level?
So I can honestly say my contribution is minuscule. My contribution is to get a good team together. The work has been done by the team. I cannot take credit for what they have done. I think we have some excellent support. I myself am a graduate from IIM Ahmedabad. My colleagues, my CEO is also a graduate from IIM Ahmedabad. My chief technology officer is a graduate from IIM Calcutta. And we have got people from various IITs, good technology institutions, various MBA colleges, all of them together help build the product. Not just the product, even the services. Let me also be very upfront that we are a bootstrapped company. We are not funded by any outside agency. So our source of funding is only the success that we have had so far. And every time we make profit, that profit goes into funding one of our products. So a team plays a very important role. Today we are as I told, we are spread over 23 countries all over the world. We have offices in USA, we have offices of course in India, and all of them are supported by our team.
This is a really great journey, sir. As a bootstrap company, having funds, managing the funds by your own, growing to this level, spreading across 23 countries. What is your vision at this point of a time? What are your goals further, sir?
I think that's a fantastic question. An owner's vision has got to be long term. And as an owner, I think one of the things that we are very clear about is the future is going to be AI. And the future is not yet there, but if we do not prepare for it today, it is unlikely that we'll be ready in time. Jobs, the quality of the job, the kind of a job that people are doing today is changing and will change much more rapidly. The way we know technology will not exist in the future. Today, companies are going from coding to no code. Companies are going from server-based systems to cloud-based systems. Companies are going from owning and licensing of products to SaaS. So all of these are changes which are happening dynamically in this world. Platform is the new in thing. So we cannot remain behind. We have taken a very conscious decision that we will lead this journey into AI. there are three components that we keep talking about continuously. One is adaption, early adaption of AI, not big wins, small wins. Number two is application of advanced data analytics. Today everybody does basic analytics, but advanced data analytics is the in thing. Number three is business intelligence. Today business intelligence is well established but not well utilized. How can we make that better used by companies is what we aim for. This is our vision.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for sharing many insights in your journey, and we are wishing these new initiatives, your AI related, BI related initiatives and new products will create a bigger impact and help many customers and as well as entrepreneurs, business owners and organizations. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and I know ITTV does a fantastic job. I would love to see ITTV grow in this domain as well.
Thank you very much, sir. Really, we started, there is no dedicated media to explore technology and IT related companies and businesses and professionals. That's why we taken this initiative. Thank you very much for your best wishes.
Thank you.